There are conversations that simply must be engaged. Most of those types of conversations are the most difficult ones. I had such a discussion with my son recently as Florida once again was left the center of attention and mouths fell open in amazement as the state's Stand Your Ground law once again left a gaping hole in the souls of African-American parents. The conversation with my son was about choosing a college bed or the prison bed that was more profitable for state government. The conversation with my son was about checking himself when it comes to his respect for authority, because a mere facial gesture could be conceived as resistance by an officer whose honor and respect of the law is questionable. The conversation with my son was about understanding that we live in a state where being a black male and moving could potentially be used as a viable reason in a court of law as a potential threat to someone who chose to shoot and kill as opposed to backing away and seeking help. I've had the conversation with him before, but this time I told him he needed to understand that the presence of an African-American family in the most prominent political and social position in this country reawakened a spirit of hate that had hid in the crevices waiting for the appropriate time to resurface. I tried to explain how this hate is cultural, racial, and even spiritual. It was a very difficult conversation to have, and when he returned to his room, I couldn't help but cry for him, for Trayvon, for Jordan, for the countless numbers of others who have lost their lives behind similar laws like Stand Your Ground, and even more importantly still, simply because of the color of their skin. There are conversations that must be engaged, and the elephants in the room still are hate, race, and the devaluing of black life. Can we finally be real and collectively admit that what we don't want to admit bears discussion anyhow? Arise and live. I'm Emily Claudette Freeman. Be sure to check out the literary coaching packages offered by clicking on the Styling Options link at www.eclaudettелiterary.com.